Hey guys, real quick before this video gets started, you're going to notice during most of the video, I had the Pittsburgh Steelers logo in the bottom right corner. That's just because of my previous record prediction I did. I forgot to update the logo. I noticed that towards the end of the video, but just no, I'm not a Steelers fan. That's not the reason it's there. Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy Sports Blitz here. We're back with another NFL record prediction. Before I jump into this, though, I want to say, guys, these are my predictions. These are only my opinions. So before you type an angry comment in the comment section below, calm down. They're just my predictions. Don't need to get upset about it. Just type a comment. Let me know what you think the Ravens will do this year. I think they're a good team, but I'm not going to predict every team to go 17-0. Okay? So if there's something here you disagree with, let me know, but put your pitchforks away. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Also, make sure to subscribe and leave a like if you haven't already, and let's get on with it. Week 1, Ravens are a lot better team than the Raiders. I've had a lot of Raiders fans really mad at me for their prediction. I mean, really looking at this Raiders team, I like Darren Waller, Josh Jacobs, and Derek Carr. There's not a lot else to like. They completely tore apart their offensive line, which I thought was a terrible idea. I thought that was one of the only really good things about this team. I mean, they got rid of Trent Brown, Gabe Jackson, and Rodney Hudson. I don't know what the Raiders are doing here. I just think the Ravens are a much better team. Week 2, the Chiefs and Ravens, I think, are pretty close in skill set, to be honest. But the Chiefs just seem to have that, big brother mentality over the Ravens. Patrick Mahomes, he always brings his A game for games against the Ravens. I got to give this one to the Chiefs. Where it is in Baltimore, I could see the Ravens pulling that off, but I've got to give it to the Chiefs. I do think they'll honestly go on to win 5 straight. Yeah, I think they will crush the Lions. I don't think it's going to be a very close game with the Broncos. Colts, I think, are pretty overrated, in my opinion. I don't think Carson Wentz is going to be that good. I really don't. I'm not a big fan of their receivers either. Jonathan Taylor's a stud. I think he's a top 10 running back. They've got a good defense and good O-line, but Carson Wentz and the receivers, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not. I think the Ravens are a much better team, in my opinion. Week 6. Now, guys, I'm a big fan of the Chargers. I'm going to say that right now. I think the Chargers could... I do think the Chargers will be a playoff team in 2021. I do. I think the Chargers... I had them go 11-6. I think Justin Herbert's going to take a big step forward. With a healthy Derwin James and a better coach, I think this defense will take a big step forward as well. But I mean, the Ravens defense is just special. Looking at it, yeah, the only real guys you really see and are like, dang, this is a tough defense, are you got Calais Campbell, you got Marlon Humphrey, and you got Marcus Peters. Those are the only guys you look at on this defense and are like, that's tough. But these guys mesh so well. They know how to put together a defensive game. And I credit that to coaching. I think this is a really well-coached team. So I think that's why I'm giving this one to the Ravens. Week 7. Now, I'm actually going to... yesterday, my Bengals prediction, I had the Bengals actually split with the Ravens. I think I'm going to have the Ravens sweep the Bengals. I think they're going to make it tough for Joe Burrow. Despite Joe Burrow's weapons, um, I I think both Marcus Peters and Marlon Humphrey really shut down those receivers. I don't think they give Joe Burrow much of a chance here. So I think they'll end up sweeping the Bengals here. Coming off a bye week, this is going to be really critical. I'm also really high on the Vikings. Okay, I'm really high on the Vikings, but coming off this bye week, I think that's going to be big for this game, and the Ravens, I think, will end up winning it. It's going to be close because I think the Vikings are also going to be an 11-win team, and I think they'll win the NFC North because I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be the quarterback in Green Bay this year. I really think he's out of there. Week 10, those of you who have been watching my channel for a while, you know I'm not a huge fan of Tua. I don't think he's really a great quarterback. And I'm not super confident in him, to be honest. But I think between Brian Flores being such a good coach as well as that defense, I don't know. This just feels like a game that the Dolphins are going to win. Like, looking at it, you'd be like, yeah, Ravens are going to win that 100%. But, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. I got a lot of air in my stomach today. I apologize. But looking at this game, I feel like the Dolphins are going to pull off the upset. I do. But they're starting out 8-2. I think this is a really good start to the season. They're going into week 11 where, I like Justin Fields. I do a lot. I like that defense as well, but I don't like Matt Nagy. I don't think Matt Nagy really truly knows what he's doing. I don't think he's that great of a play caller, if I'm being honest. I really don't think he's a great play caller. I think the Ravens... I think this game is going to be won by coaching. I'd like to reiterate that Ravens are a very well-coached team. Week 12, I think the Browns and Ravens will actually split. I personally have the Browns as the favorite to win this division, but I also think the Ravens go to the playoffs, though. Like, I think these are pretty similarly talented teams. Like, I think they're going to be competitive. I really do. And the Ravens historically play the Browns really tough as well. So that's why I think the Browns are going to get one of these wins. But these are going to be good games. I also have the Ravens and Steelers splitting. I'm going to have the Steelers win this one and the Ravens win later on. This is going to be a situation where basically both the Chargers and the Patriots are also going to be around that 10 or 11 win range late in the season here, and the Ravens just have to get a win to slide into the playoffs, and I think they'll be able to do that against the Steelers. Yeah, I think the Ravens pull that off. Week 15, like I mentioned before, I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to be there in Green Bay this year. I really don't. I don't think Jordan Love's going to be able to win against this defense. And then, lastly, we have the Rams at the Ravens. Rams are a good team. I think Matt Stafford was the right quarterback for them. With that trade, I don't know that there's another team besides the Rams that Matt Stafford would be such a good fit for. I really like that fit with him and McVay. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Matt Stafford's going to be like a top 5 quarterback. Because trust me, I've heard a lot of talk about that this offseason. Matt Stafford is not a top 5 quarterback. I think he's a fringe top 10 guy. You know, I think he's around there with Ryan Tannehill, with Justin Herbert. One might even say like Matt Ryan. I think Matt Ryan's kind of more around 14 or 15, but I think he's more in that range. But I mean, they've got some incredible weapons. They've got a solid O line. I mean, it's not anything special, but it's all right. And the defense was statistically one of the best in football last year. Maybe maybe the best. So I'm gonna give this one to the Rams. This will overall make the Ravens finish at 12-5. This will be enough for them to get the number 6 seed in the AFC. If the Ravens can manage to either sweep the Browns or the Steelers and finish with a 5-1 divisional record, they'll be able to get the number 5 seed. But right now the Patriots have the tiebreaker for the number 5 seed. But Ravens still make the playoffs. I think it's going to be a really good year. I think Lamar Jackson, I think he has an even better year than last year. I think it's going to be comparable to in 2019 when he had his MVP season. I think he could very well get close to that form again. But um but yeah, again guys, let me know your prediction in the comments section below. And guys, I also just realized I've been having the Steelers logo here this entire time. Guys, I promise I'm not a Steelers fan. I'm a Ravens fan, or I'm a Panthers fan. I forgot to change the logo. Sorry about that. Yeah, there you go. I'll try to fix that earlier in the video, but if not, there's the explanation. But I will see you next time, guys. Later.